What about Leo Strauss and the New School and that type of precipitation of philosophy into the neocons and PNAC and 9/11? And then the 9/11 Commission had somebody from the New School, Bob Kerrey, I think it was, on the commission. So there's a whole kind of ominous continuity, if you will, that comes from the Fabian socialists that are associated with the Cecil Rhodes Roundtable. So there's like a continuity from the early 1900s through the political philosophy, infiltrating our country, controlling our foreign policy, getting us into bed with another blackmail situation akin to the JFK assassination, and then having America be the property managers on the opium empire for 20 years in two countries that had nothing to do with 9/11. That was all on what you've been missing right there. That's still not known by the public today, but maybe they'll find out about it soon. We'll see.
It's also a bit of a time capsule in the way that it gives you the perspective of showing how the political left and right sort of pendulum has swung, because back then we were coming off the back end of 8 years of Bush. We were just,
and the left was very anti-war.
The left had been very anti-war before it was kind of taken over, and this growing conspiracy movement hadn't quite turned into the Tea Party yet, so it wasn't associated with, you know, bigotry and racism and all the tropes that exist today. And so it was this more like fresh and dynamic movement where it was like exposing the left-right paradigm and showing people that people like Victoria Nuland and the Kagans and the neoconservatives were neoliberals, and they're happy to switch whatever sides as long as it means power for them to advance their agenda.
And if you couple what you saw and what you've been missing with what you saw in Really Graceful's, what the media won't tell you about Zelensky, the fact that Bush is riding around on this farm with Pootie Poots, you know, and they're very close and nothing to be seen there, right? And the Obama and Biden both spoke at Moscow University. They were very cozy with Putin, right? So there was this whole dynamic that changed, and that change has everything to do with the deep state and the people who did 9/11 and the people who benefited from the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Because that's the same group that participated in Iran-Contra and BCCI and a whole bunch of other things that we could spend all night talking about. But, you know, they, them, those who could easily be named, who are your non-elected rulers, and they are not your betters. So, but they will be as long as they keep using methods to learn shit, and we keep doing it like ad hoc and doing it new every time. You know, if we want to stay lost, we'll stay lost, I guess. But not if you know about Kagan and Negroponte and PNAC and everything that we just talked about in that first part of the episode. And the second part's actually, I think, the better part. But yeah, we had to set it up first before we can kick it through the uprights, you know.